Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 video. Today's video isn't really an episode of Curb Appeal because we aren't necessarily copying a photograph exactly, but we do have some inspiration photos that we did use, so I will pop those up on screen right now. And the reason why I say plural is because, as you can tell by the title, today's video is a little bit of an interesting one because we are building two tiny homes on one lot. So this idea actually came from one of you guys in the Discord channel. The name was Pork Chop in the Discord channel. I know that she comes to my streams and she's very active in the Discord channel, so thank you so much for giving me this suggestion. But basically she suggested that we do two tiny homes on one lot. So both of the tiny homes combined had to still qualify as a tiny home, so less than 100 tiles, which was definitely a big challenge, but we pulled it off. We pulled it off actually with, well, not well under, but we did go under 100. I think we used maybe like 94 or something like that. So thank you so much for that suggestion. Again, if you guys want to contribute any suggestions to future videos or future streams, just join the Discord, and I have a channel called Video Ideas or Video Suggestions, and you can submit your suggestion there. So we actually did build this on stream together, so shout out to everybody who did come to the stream to contribute and share your ideas. It was so much fun to build this with you guys, and I'm really liking how the streams are going so far. I've only done 3, but so far it's just been like a really fun interactive experience. I know some streamers don't really want suggestions, I guess, or they kind of just want to do their own thing and you guys watch, but I think it's working out really well to have you guys kind of like build with me, and I can incorporate your suggestions and not just like do my own thing and have you guys watch. Like, I want you guys to actually be part of the process, and I think it's turning out way better with your guys' input, so I'm having a ton of fun doing that. So if you guys do want to build with me live, I am live on Twitch every Tuesday at around 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, feel free to follow me there if you guys want to participate in that. The links will all be down below, of course, as well as my Discord channel. But here is the first tiny home. So the concept here, of course, is two tiny homes on one lot, but the kind of broader concept that I came up with is it's a kind of like main tiny home on the front, like the main home, and in the back is kind of like a shed or like a second home. It's not really like a legitimate house, but it's kind of like a shed. I wanted it to be a shed, but it kind of turned out kind of luxurious-ish. It's kind of like a backyard home. Is there an official name for it? We're just gonna call it a shed. But basically in the backyard there's like a shed, and then it's kind of like a studio little space where you can rent it out for like a college student. So the home or the shed isn't necessarily like a legitimate house. It's as if they kind of just turned their shed into some sort of rental property to get a little extra cash, and some poor college student is renting it out for probably not very much because it's super, super tiny. So as you can see, the main home is what we are working on right now, and this one ends up being, I think it says 62 tiles, which means that the kind of shed in the back is less than 40 tiles or less than 38 tiles, and I think we made it like 34 tiles or something tiny like that. So it is definitely two very, very tiny homes on one lot, which means that all of the tiny home benefits that come with like a tier 1 tiny home or something like that, or a tier, whatever the biggest tier is, you still get those benefits, which is good. If you don't have the Tiny Living Stuff Pack though, you can still just download this and have it be like a normal residential lot. But the whole point was to have the tiny home benefits by restricting the amount of tiles. So I'm happy that we got to accomplish that. And yeah, it was just like so much fun having all of your guys' ideas. I know I keep repeating that, but it honestly is such a different experience to build with you guys than to build all by myself, because I can kind of like, when I draw a blank of what I want to do, you guys are just like there for me to, you know, put in your ideas and help me out, instead of me just kind of like, you know, getting settled on something I don't really like, or scrapping an idea. You guys really help me to make it work, which I love. You'll see when we do the shed, I was having some trouble with the bathroom. And then you guys helped me actually make a bathroom 2 tiles, which is crazy. And you guys had tricks and stuff that I didn't know about, or I kind of knew about but never really tried. So yeah, you guys know a lot of stuff, and you guys are teaching me and I'm teaching you. And yeah, it's super duper fun. And I also hate bathrooms, so it's good that you guys are teaching me how to make bathrooms and stuff like that. But here you can see we're done the exterior, and the exterior was kind of just like a very kind of like modern, very geometric looking shape. It's kind of neutral with the brown and the black and the wood tones, and it felt very zen. I was saying that it kind of felt Japanese inspired, but not quite. It just was giving off those nice zen vibes. So I think I want to do kind of a more Asian inspired build in the future. I just want to make sure I get it right and kind of go all out. So I'll have to, be in the mood to do that, but definitely look out for that if you guys are interested. But on the interior, I just went for, again, something quite neutral and minimalistic, definitely very modern. So it is just a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom tiny home. Obviously, you can't fit more bedrooms here, but I imagine kind of like a young couple would live here. So they have a double bed, just like a dresser. I use a lot of tiny living items like the little poofs as side tables instead of actually putting real side tables, because real side tables are a little bit more bulky. I use those little poofs that come with the tiny living stuff pack, which are super cute. They slot in perfectly in the edge there on the either side of the bed because there isn't much room. And then I did use my favorite fluffy rug from City Living and my favorite overhead light from the fitness stuff pack. So I got to use all of my favorite items here in this room. Overall, it's just a very clean and minimalistic looking room with just some white walls and white bed sheets, a white dresser, just to make the room feel a little bit bigger. I kept it rather white and clean, which I love. So here we actually were able to fit a normal sized bathroom, just like a 2x3 bathroom. I wasn't gonna do the tiny trick in this home because the whole kind of vibe I wanted to get across was the fact that the main home, even though it was still tiny, it was a little bit more luxurious, and then the shack or the shed in the backyard. So I did go for a full-size kitchen here and a full-size bathroom just to kind of have that contrast of the main home has kind of like full-size amenities, and then in the shed we use like the microwave and the tiny fridge and the tiny bathroom and stuff like that. So yeah, kind of went for 2 different vibes. I didn't want to get too repetitive with my design style, but here you can see this is like the main living, kitchen, dining area. I mean, it's only like 3 by 6 tiles or something like that. It's really small, but that's all the space we have to work with, so that's fine. I ended up using these spa day counters, which I never use. I don't know why. This is my first time using them, so I really liked them. But it is just a long skinny kitchen with a little dining area, and then there is a nice TV watching area. And this is up on the gallery, you guys. Of course, my origin idea is Dr._Ashley, and this build also was play tested fully, so it is fully functional. Everything works. Don't worry. There were people in the chat on Twitch who were saying like, "Oh no, I don't think this is gonna work, or there's not enough room." But like, no, trust me, like we got this, guys. It all fits, and you'd be surprised how like the Sims can kind of walk around small spaces and stuff. Like they can definitely maneuver around more than you think. So yeah, that's definitely really good. Also, something I did want to announce is that I've only done 3 streams on Twitch, but I'm going to be having my 4th stream this Tuesday. It will be Tuesday, let's see what the date is, depending on when you're watching this, but it'll be Tuesday, April 28th, and I'm actually going to be, after that stream, I think I'm going to be a Twitch affiliate by then, which is weird because I thought I had to do 7 streams in order to become affiliate, but it says that Tuesday stream will be my affiliate stream, like I'll have reached all the requirements, which is only my 4th stream, so I'm not really sure like how that works, but that's really exciting because then it means I can like unlock like emotes and stuff like that. I'm not really sure what affiliate means. Like I said, I've only done 4 Twitch streams, but it's been super fun so far, so I definitely want to keep doing them, and I do have the Tuesday schedule going for me now, so yeah, that's going to be really fun. But definitely come out to my stream on Tuesday if you guys can, because it'll be the affiliate streams. It'll be very exciting. And then after that, yeah, I don't really know what happens. I'm gonna have to like do some more research as to like what affiliate means and what all the Twitch like kind of features are and stuff. I'm like such a noob on Twitch. You guys are like helping me every time, every stream. You guys know literally more than me, which is funny. But yeah, it's a fun time, and the Discord is a fun time too. We talk a lot about Animal Crossing and noodles and anime. So if any of those things interests you, feel free to join. It's free, and it's called the Noodle Club. But anyways, as you can see, we are working on the kind of back shed. So I did pop the photo up on screen, the kind of inspo photo. It's kind of just like, I don't know what the inspo photo was of. I think it was like of a garden shed or something. But it's pretty much just a little box with a little balcony. So I know I say it's a shed, but it actually is quite nice looking. It's like pretty luxurious and modern looking, and I think it went really well with the main home, because I did use two different inspo photos for the main home and the shed, but I did kind of tie in the color schemes to make them look like they are kind of, you know, meant to be together, and they're very cohesive. So I do really love how it turned out. And one of my subscribers, M, did suggest to put a pool in the middle to kind of divide the main house and the shed and kind of make a nice little backyard and an enclosed backyard. And I loved that idea, and I think in the end it turned out so natural looking, and it just looks like very cohesive and very like luxurious, because usually when we think of tiny homes, you don't necessarily think of luxury, but this one actually turned out super luxurious. And despite the fact that the floor plan is really tiny, I think given this really beautiful backyard, it definitely makes you feel like you don't need much more in life than a nice backyard and a tiny little home and a shed. So yeah, I definitely like the vibe that we kind of got in the end and how it all kind of came together. And even though they are on the same lot, it feels really natural, and it feels like there is some separation between the main home and the shed. So if I were a college student, I would definitely like not mind living in that tiny little home at the back, because if the owners let you use the backyard, like you can have some nice pool parties back here. Like it's super nice, and the nice big fence, it's very sturdy, very private, definitely feels very safe. So yeah, I mean, it's funny, we were talking about it in the chat, like how it turned out so luxury, even though I didn't want it to be luxury at first. I thought like, oh, it's gonna be like a struggling student or something like that. But in the end, it was like, no, this is a nice luxury modern home. So I love it. Don't forget to let me know if you guys love it too, or if you kind of see the vibe that's going on here. But you guys definitely helped me out a lot with the patio. I'm not super good at backyards just because I don't really do backyards, and I don't play in the backyard when I actually play the game. So backyards are never really, you know, my thing, I guess, when I'm furnishing. But because the backyard was such an like vital part of the build, because it connected the two homes, you guys definitely helped me out a lot to give me tips on like what I should do, and like where to put the seating and where to put the living area and stuff like that. You helped me choose out these little umbrellas, because the first ones I put down like weren't that great. So it's funny because I always default to the same items every time when I build, but with you guys are there to like help me out and be like, no, use the one from Seasons, use the one from Island Living, etc., etc. And you guys seriously know the items better than I do, which is funny because I just got all the packs like, I don't know, a couple months ago now, so I'm still getting to know all the items, but you guys like know them like off the back of your hand. It's so funny. But here you can see we are working on the little shed. So I know I said it's a shed, but it's kind of like a renovated shed. Like I said, the idea was kind of like the homeowners are kind of like refurbishing this shed to make it into a rental space. It might not be like housing compliant, but they're doing it anyways, kind of under the table, because they need a little bit of extra income, and this college student needs somewhere to live. So that's kind of the idea I was thinking. So because it's just like a square box, you know, there's no built-in closet, there's no kitchen or something like that. So all he has is kind of like a little mini fridge and a microwave, and that's all he has to cook with. We did manage to get a little desk in there, and I think it fits perfectly. It's the desk from City Living. And we did use the same counter trick that we used in my last stream or my last build. So basically the counter trick is to kind of just put any old counter down. I use the base game ones, and then you take a shelf, like a bookshelf and you size it up and then put it on top so it kind of looks like you have a nice wooden countertop going across instead of just like a plain white counter. You can kind of get this cool like look to it to make it look like it's a built-in kind of shelf counter thing. So if you guys know what I mean, you guys can see it happening on screen. So hopefully you guys like that trick. I've really been liking using that trick lately, and I even used the shelf trick kind of to make a little night table, I guess. So instead of putting like a real bulky night table, I just put the shelves there and put open shelving around the kitchen area here too, just to like open up the space and not actually put like real cabinets and stuff, because since this is like a makeshift kitchen, it's not a real kitchen, it's a shed, they wouldn't have like built-in cabinets and stuff like that. So we also went into the debug menu to get like the pizza and like the drink cups and stuff, just to make it look a little bit more dirty, messy, college student-y. So I really like that, and a lot of you guys did suggest to go into the debug menu to do that too. So really, thank you guys so much. I like after the build or after the stream was done, I was just like looking at the build myself and just like touring around and stuff, because I was honestly so proud of what we accomplished together. I truthfully don't think that I would have gotten it to this level without you guys helping me and giving your suggestions. Like, I think I definitely still would have gone in the same direction, but it wouldn't have turned out as good as it did without you guys. This is honestly one of my favorite builds ever. I just think the concept is something so cool, something I've never done before, and I really like doing builds that kind of like follow a cool, quirky storyline or something, instead of just doing like typical family homes or typical bachelor pads or whatever. Like, I like to do stuff that's a little bit different, and you guys definitely helped me push the boundaries there. So truthfully, thank you guys so much. It was so much fun. Last stream was so much fun. So I hope that all of the streams are as fun as last one. But yeah, basically we are done with the little studio shed. I just add a little bit of outdoor seating area, and I'm just changing the swatch of the shed to make it look a little bit more like wooden or something like that. But pretty much the video is over, and yeah, we're just adding a little bit of finishing touches here and there, but as you can see, it did really come together super nicely. The interiors of both of them are beautiful in my opinion, and as you can see, now that it's all over, the kind of backyard pool area really does act as a really nice transition and connector piece from the main house and the shed home. So yeah, I really love it. I really hope you guys love it too. And again, if you guys came to the stream, thank you so much. It was so much fun. But these screenshots should be rolling right now, which means the video is over. I feel like I talked super fast in this video, so I apologize if I was too fast, but this was kind of a quick video in general because it was so tiny. But yeah, I hope you guys liked this one. Do let me know what you guys think of it in the comment section down below, and don't forget to submit any of your video suggestions in my Discord server if you want me to do it in a video or on stream. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and leave a comment down below what you thought about it. And if this is our first time meeting, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to be friends or if you want to see more Sims 4 videos. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye everybody!